Hi, friends. Happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're watching this later, it is Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. It's about 2:20 in the afternoon on the East Coast. It is a pleasure to see you. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tom Lyon. I own a company called Lion Global, and we help small businesses. What a week it's been. It's been a crazy week over here at Lion Global with a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving parts, a lot of people being helped. Just booked a call. Actually, just met someone off of Reddit a couple days ago. Maybe it was last night. I don't know. Got them set up, so we're going to be meeting with them a little later this afternoon. See if we can't get that person some help with their business. How are you? How are you? Are you good? Is everything okay? How's business going? How's life going? As wow, here's something a blast from my past when I was a youngin. How's life, love, and other stuff? Life, love, and other stuff. Crazy days and crazy times we're living in. Anyway, so today I thought I would show. I always try to help you guys and show you something new and exciting and maybe something you've never seen before. So today I'm going to show you something on our website that we just recently launched, which is super cool. It's. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, it's a lead magnet, right? It's designed for us to, collect people's information and see if we can help them. One of the things that I pride myself on is not being a very heavily sales driven organization, right? We try not to bombard people with buy this, buy this, buy this, check this out, check this out. But instead, we actually want to help people. One of the best pieces of advice that I've ever received from anybody is by somebody who does work similar to what we do, but on a much larger scale. His name's Frank Kern. And he says that the best way to demonstrate, I'm going to butcher the shit out of this, and Frank, I'm so sorry. But he says, let me just paraphrase it. He says that the best way to convince people that you can help them is by actually helping them. Sorry, my watch just dinged here. What is this? Okay. Let's take a peek. All right, that's fine. So, my job then, as a leader of our organization and as somebody who works with small business clients, maybe like you, maybe I've worked with you. If you're seeing this for the first time, drop a comment below. I haven't really done too many lives in quite some time, but my team is saying, hey, you got to do some lives. We need some more video content, both live on the platforms as also, in addition to that, some live video content for us to share with the world. So I'm happy to do that. We're in the process of changing some theming and things with our website. So I'm going to show you a couple of cool little things on that today. But yeah, so for somebody that has helped you or you're looking for help in the future, please feel free to reach out and see what we can do. Well, let me show you the cool thing on our website. So we have something now called a business assessment. Sorry for those of you that have epilepsy. Sorry, I'm saying the wrong thing. Here it is, down at the bottom. Which part of your business is costing you the most? Take the free assessment. Let me show you what happens when we click here. What it's going to do is it's going to ask you some questions about your business. Most business owners have no idea which part of their business is costing them the most money, which is true. So let's go through this together. The first question is, when you look 12 months out from today, how clear are you on where your business is headed? For some of you, it's going to be, kind of in the middle, and most of us are going to be kind of down towards the bottom, right? Honestly, I'm too focused on this week to think about next year. I think that's where a lot of people operate from, and that's okay. We're going to pick an answer here. We're going to say, let's say I think about it occasionally, but I haven't really committed to anything specific. Cool. Next question. When a major decision comes up in your business, how do you typically make it? Ideally, the top one there is what we want, right? You have a clear decision-making framework that your leadership team uses. And leadership team includes you, right? That includes you. I talk it through a couple trusted people, rely on gut instinct. Most people are, especially if you're an owner operator, you're doing this middle one here, right? You are, just kind of figuring it out and saying, you know what, today this is what we're going to do. Let's go to this one and say I rely mostly on gut instinct and past experience. We'll choose that one. We'll go through the rest of these other ones really quick because they're kind of cool. How often does your team come to you with questions that they should be able to answer themselves? Now listen. If you're a business owner, you know that this happens all the time, right? It could be good. It could be bad. Let's talk about it for a minute. How often does this happen for you? Are they rarely coming to you because they have the latitude, trust, and discretion to make decisions in the best interest of you and the company? Or at the bottom of the rung, or the bottom of the ladder, the bottom rung of the ladder, do your people come to you constantly because they're either afraid or don't have the permission to make decisions, right? For most people, it's going to be frequently. They are the answer to most questions. If you are your business, if you can't go away for 30 days without your business having a direct impact, maybe, we need to look at that. So next question, if you had to step away from your business for 2 weeks right now, not even 30 days, for 2 weeks, what would happen? What would happen for you? What would you choose there? We're going to say it would mostly run fine. How predictable is your monthly revenue? Do you track monthly revenue? We've found that a lot of our clients actually don't even track their revenue, any more than, just what they see coming in the register, so to speak. How predictable do you track your revenue? I'm going to say somewhat predictable. How would you describe your current sales process? We're going to say informal, right? It depends on who's doing it and who the customer is. How does most of your new business come in right now? How do you get new business, right? I'm going to say referrals and marketing, but nothing that's tracked. If your referral pipeline dried up tomorrow, how long could your current marketing keep you afloat? Let's say not long. How standardized are the core processes in your business? Do you have things in your business documented? Right? In other words, if you hire someone brand new and they come and they start working with you today, they don't know anything about your business. Can you hand them a document that gives them step-by-step instructions on how to complete the tasks that you need them to complete? Right? How much of that is documented? For most people, they live somewhere around here, right? Some things are written down, but most of it lives in the people's heads. And generally, that people is you as the business owner, right? When something goes wrong in your operations, what usually happens? Is there a defined process? Is it chaos? Let's choose chaos just for the fun of it. How well do you understand your numbers right now? Are you reviewing your financials as much as possible? Hopefully, weekly. Are you on the bottom? I got an accountant for that. Or are you kind of somewhere in the middle? Let's choose this one. How often do you experience cash flow stress, even when revenue looks okay? Let's say regularly. How well does your technology and tooling support the way your team works? I recently talked to a client, and I know that they would have answered this one. For those of you on my team, you probably know who that is, and we're going to help them a little bit more and get things straightened out. But they run on spreadsheets and text. How would you rate the overall infrastructure holding your business together right now? Let's say it's mostly solid. So here it is. It's going to ask for your results, or it's going to ask us to collect your information for these results. So I'm actually going to fill out my information here. I'm going to say Lion Global. I'm actually going to put my real email address in here. And I'm going to put my real cell phone number. Congratulations, if you're watching this, you now have my real cell phone number. That's okay. We give it to clients anyway. Call all you want. If I don't answer, someone will. Show me my results. So it's going to send me an email with the results. But let's take a peek at what the results say. Right? It says, hey, this is where your business stands. You are a builder. All right, looks like the lowest from us based on what we chose was operational consistency. And this information on the bottom is going to be customized for what we actually did here. So let's take a look here. You've built something real. Now let's make it fun. No, yeah, now let's make it run right. It talks a little bit about what we can do to help. You can click here and schedule a call with us, of course. But beyond that, your priority gaps. The most important thing, according to the results, is your delivery may be inconsistent because your processes live in people's head instead of systems. That cost is invisible until it's not, which is very true. And then vision and direction. Your business may be running on instinct instead of a clear plan that makes growth unpredictable and decisions harder than they need to be. So we offer a free call. You can click here, schedule a call with us. We'll talk about these results, talk about your business, see if there's some quick little wins that we can help you with. And you'd be surprised on how quickly we can give you some things that will impact your business at a pretty reasonable price. And then we also have a workshop where we go through a systemized step of essentials that we know work for all businesses, all Main Street type businesses, which are the clients that we prefer to work with. So yeah, if you want to take that assessment, just go to lionglobal.com, go all the way to the bottom of the main page, and that's where you'll find it. Fill that out. And when you fill it out, we might send you a text, we might call you, but it's not like it's not like filling something out for, I don't know, life insurance. Man, have you ever filled something out for life insurance? Those people are relentless. 8, 9, 10, 12, 42 calls. What? No, we don't do that. You might get a text. I might even call you in a couple days and be like, yo, how was that thing? Can we help you? But we're not going to bug the crap out of you. So that's what I got for today. I hope that was helpful. If that was helpful, drop a note below or send me a quick message, thomas@lionglobal.com, or you can send an email. That is an email. You can send a text message to me directly and be happy to hear from you. But until next time, which, hopefully will be Friday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully this was helpful, and we'll talk soon. Keep